Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of Live Oak International, Longines, Golden Ocala, and the U.S. Equestrian Federation, it's a pleasure to welcome you to our first press conference of the 25th Annual Live Oak International. And we're thrilled to have with us the leader after the opening dressage phase of our USEF Four-in-Hand Championship, the 12th-time winner of the championship, Chester Weber. Chester, thank you for joining us.
Thanks.
I wanted to ask one question, just because having been involved in so many events, I know what it takes to put on an event of this magnitude. And I just wonder, with all you have going on this week and all you've had going on in the many weeks leading up to this, how you managed to juggle putting on the event and focusing on competition at the same time.
It's a challenge, but probably helps you be good at sport on an international level later, when I can just focus on that. But this is a family affair and a real passion of our family, and it's a lot of fun to do. And I'm a perfectionist, so I wake up early and start training horses, and then after I get that bit of the day done, I try and get to the event and focus on that.
Well, you're obviously doing well with all of it, and I know you get up early because I've gotten some messages from you quite early. Anybody have any questions for Chester?
Chester, can you just kind of talk through your combination you had out there with the team and how that worked?
Sure. So today I drove Dancer in the left wheel. It's a 8-year-old horse that we've been sort of bringing along. He was at his first American Championships in Kentucky last fall, and he seemed to be in good form for this. I had him on the right side last fall, and this championships I had him on the left in dressage. He seems to be coming along really well. I had him together with an older, more seasoned horse, Boris. And then in the lead today I had Ultra from Jane Clark and Para, who was a 19-year-old.
We'll actually bring the mic down for the next questions, Ann. Thank you.
Chester, knowing this is a world championship year, does it affect the way that you approach any of the competitions?
You know, my strategy for this competition is one of my goals always is to try and win medals at international championships, and then I always try and win the national championships. So having this at home, it's certainly a goal and the most important national event on my radar every year.
Carlos?
Good evening. How would you categorize your performance today, the performance that the horses gave?
I was pleased with them. You know, it's a huge challenge for them to leave their own stable at home and come up here, and a place that's usually a quiet grass field has erected, it seems like 40 or 50 tents around it, and flagpoles and a jumbotron, and so I think for the horses it's a little confusing and difficult, but that's nothing new. We've been, you know, I've been competing here at home for 15, 20 years or something like that, and we always sort of tease and say, well, maybe it'd be better to put them in the truck and drive them down the road and put them in the normal stable area. But because we have other horses at home, it seems to work better that they stay in their own stables. But I think it's confusing and difficult for them. They're used to, we don't train up here. We don't come up here usually that often. So it's a little confusing.
What do you think about your performance overall?
I was pleased. I think the horses did a nice job. It wasn't perfect, but it's early in the season, and it was certainly good enough to win today. So I was really pleased with them. I think certainly anybody who strives for perfection every day, they you know, there are little pieces here and there that I can say that I'd certainly like to see better, but in general, I was pleased with them.
And any thoughts on Saturday on the marathon? It sounds like the weather's going to be ideal.
Yeah, it's this sort of cold front that's blown in has been really nice. I think it's going to be a wonderful day for the people out watching and also for the horses. They'll be fresh and fit, and certainly today in the sort of a windy day with flagpoles and things like that, they feel really good, which is obviously what we all strive for, horses that feel great.
Anybody else? As we all know, Chester does have a lot on his plate at the moment throughout the weekend, but any other questions? Well, go ahead, Carlos. I'm sorry.
Is there any undue pressure or really no pressure on you going for a 13th, or try at a 13th championship?
Well, 13 is like a lucky number in my family. so we try our hardest, and it's not just me driving. There's a wonderful support team behind me, and everybody is working as hard as they can at trying to get it done. And we'll see how it shakes out on Sunday, but certainly starting off the weekend on top is a good place.
Well, we congratulate you, we thank you, and we look forward to having you back here on Sunday.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Chester.